Ah, you came for some healing. Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he's sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. Oh, he prays a heck of a lot. You getting in, or what?
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
期盼美好。
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
无产阶级斗争。
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here?
Hey, Putney. You coming from far?
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. Are they warm?
Oh man.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
逃兵
yours not?
what the fuck?
We're the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to
Oh.
thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
.左上角。不是左下角。我一口血了，现在这个。喂 ，what the hell？ 这种感知能力，你可以预测敌人的行动，展开屏幕上方的行动队列。回合制，每个技能的速度各有不同，速度慢的技能威力更大，但需要准备，可能导致敌人率先发动攻击方式。
There's the Ruskies right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Sinh感知。 他没有跟我讲这些， 烟是否什么？行是否什么？行应该是速度，烟是那个对话的什么？行是感知，念又是什么东西 ？Give me some 帮助，喂喂。Hurt, mind, deed, word。他一直放一个橙色给我，还是？哎，不对呀、它每个颜色不一样。星。The fuck 有枪啊！
Good boy.
《爱丽丝温新闻》本报记者讯：新任埃里温总督拿破仑·路易斯·约瑟夫·热罗姆波拿巴亲王，干你的那个名字！刚刚抵达本市最高官员出席欢迎仪式，最后本市杰出家族代表共进晚宴。东西拿了。我喜欢那个人，这里总是不太平。What？
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin?
Grigory。
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time,
And you expected a thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
说你想亲眼确认。
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
Hmm, 要报地名咩？
I first learned of you in Paris. A charismatic miracle worker from Russia. I even heard about you from my doctors. By the time I got to Petersburg, you were already gone. I've crossed almost 3 continents, through Siberia, India, and half of Europe. But if you're asking me about my origins, I'm from Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived. with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
承认你的能力并不在巅峰状态。
That's partly the issue I wanted to speak to you about.
Does that mean you give up?
That means I'll try, but I don't know.
All right, all right. I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Smell this. 祈祷神有30个羊毛，结的祈祷神经历了岁月沉淀，强烈热忱将羊毛结盘的温润光亮。 又被还热情的火焰撩倒，拉斯普京。啊
Have you figured anything out yet?
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
哦。 人的人格痕迹，人格痕迹有3种状态：未知，你第一次见到此痕迹；熟悉，你已经见过此痕迹；尚未确认其所属；确凿，此痕迹的所属之人已经确定。物品上的痕迹只有在您通过感知鉴定后才会显现。
Let's take a look around.
Wood. 张王，唯力度太低。念言。
Who would have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
线索：祈祷书，一本写有东正教仪式祈词的，祷词的华美祈祷书。唯力度太低，行拉斯普京的激情。
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat. Tell me again, Why were you looking for me?
干，不要问这个东西。
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind... I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
I don't have much dignity left. I'm prepared to beg for your help.
That won't be necessary, Victor. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
What？ 刚才那种是飘出来的。
I need to get out of here. What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
斯坦尼斯瓦夫，他老
What do
爸
I。supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, father.
You lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, father. Clearly.
打击了。
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
哈。
Where Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a saluter, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look,
半死不活。
my horse is more dead than alive.
你点不到。
I'll be right back.
나니? 쟤는 敲中我。
I'm not going anywhere.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
这地方还不如墓地回去。
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
I see him. My Uber. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in the cemetery.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a Salita.
What do you mean?
What changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a Bukavachi.
布卡瓦奇
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A Bukavachi.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Oh.
What do we have here?
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch! All these newcomers causing more problems.
Hmm? 不是这个了呗？ 就这边了啊 ！What the fuck？
Am I sensing? I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help! 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 Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
爽爽就要干。集中值加3点。如果敌人受苦难状态影响，该技能额外减少1点集中值。强力攻击集中值。首先需要消耗对方的集中值，令其陷入瓦解状态。强力攻击的威力比其他技能高很多，可以让你快速结束战斗。选择技能误导来降低。震荡。切。
The devil sent you.
我们拍来的
You
坏
can
蛋。
say that. Sure. I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please, please. 甜蜜的吻，跟卢卡的名字纠缠在一起。
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please, please.
所以还是要找多一点线索。嗯。 愤怒和沮丧。损坏的符饼，熟悉的痕迹，焦躁的人，家庭纷争。他们激烈的大声争吵，哄到气喘吁吁。他们可以喊到气喘的 ，what the fuck？ 但不管发生什么，他们都坚持在一起。
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave.
没有选项 ，the fuck？
Please.
还有啊。要靠近啊！哦，死掉的大鹅。The fuck！ 脖子处折断，强烈的愤怒。
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much. And he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
No.
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
又死掉了，躺在几个农民脚下。如果神婆真想解决，那他最好快点，因为这两个人要打起来了。为了报复。
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, it's... I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
门口的盐。缝，不是念缝吗？据说每种文化中都有对恶魔的塑造，鬼魂、噩梦，吓唬淘气的孩子。布卡瓦奇。为写完了信，我亲爱的儿子，我的心在哭泣，我对你的伤害意思。放弃财产、土地和血脉。那你不想和我们一起种地？决定去第比利斯深造的时候，我从未阻止过一句。结果现在你说我们愚昧。落后 ，what the fuck？ 土地爷土地爷之鸡，刺激啊！而且你之前用恶意给我写信，孩子。
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Oh shit. 这个要找证
Well
据。
then, I hope you'll still be alive.
等我回来的时候，你还活着。找线索。线索。可以走的地方就这边了，还有什么线索？没有哦。可能要换那个被烧毁的巫蛇。1点。集中值提高3点。完美主义，对自己施加。使该单位对敌人的攻击每次造成最大伤害。受到攻击时，损失集中值而不是受伤害。每1点集中值可抵消4点伤害。这样子，这个要拿一下哦。行动反应，这个是反击啊。
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
神秘的甜香。
True fear.
布娃娃。这是一个女孩的恐惧，一个少女的恐惧，一个年轻女子的恐惧，它们交织在一起，裹成了一个散发松油气味的维斯纳。哦，又是他。
I felt something. Damn it.
Shit. 心太低。 深深的木纹清晰可见。陷入门的空中，对烈火的恐惧以及对失去自信的惊慌。急躁的人。
A horrible death.
死相凄惨。剪刀造成的伤口，它是给人刺伤先的，然后才给烧死。哦。嗯。
What do you expect to find in this place? The fire was almost a year ago.
Time doesn't matter much here. I'm looking for clues and personal traces that will lead me to whoever's carrying the flaw that lured the Salutor here.
I see. I thought I could be helpful to you, but I don't really understand what you're telling me.
Huh. 解释什么是很底线。
People always leave behind individual bits of
好像失去有没有关系的吧？
even on everyday objects and such. I can decipher the thoughts and actions imprinted on these objects, and then match them to their owner. This lets me gather immense knowledge about a person, especially if I need to find someone.
What else can you do?
Above all, flaws are deeply hidden marks left on human souls. They form under the influence of tragic events.
What does that have to do with salutors? Is that Latin?
Latin.
Yes, from the word newcomer. People have always taken salutors to be spirits, demons, or imps.
Like from those fairy tales, the wise woman and the other old crones tell the locals.
Sometimes, those sorts of fairy tales and legends describe how humans perceive a salutor. They don't take a physical form. Salutors are attracted to the flaws hidden within people. Thaumaturges discover these flaws inside someone, bring them to the surface, and adopt them to lure the salutor. Those are the moments when I've usually failed. I haven't been able to hold on to a salutor. I didn't know how to bind one to myself.
What about you? Do you have a flaw?
说出你隐藏的缺陷，不透露你的缺陷，转移话题。
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that I can now catch my next salutor. Make another bond with it, and its power will allow me to start influencing people. Thanks to your help, I can once again discover people's flaws and the salutors hiding behind them. And I think I'm now able to catch my second salutor.
说明拥有多个异界种，多危险照例。
If I do manage to catch another salutor, that would be a very rare occurrence, in fact. An ordinary Thaumaturge wouldn't even try it more than once. Only a few have multiple salutors.
Why?
说其他人都是懦夫。他的缺陷就是傲慢啊。你不仅能傲慢的缺陷中摄取能量，还能不断滋养傲慢。这个东西我不能选啊，我会有怎样的结局还是后果？会不会影响那个结局？
Some have lost their lives trying, others their senses. I was close to madness. I lost my sense of reality. I didn't know what was true. But I know I can do it. I'm almost 100% sure.
Isn't this exactly the sort of thinking that caused your problems that led you?
It doesn't matter anymore.
Then what's changed?
This time, I've got you with me.
I got you with me.
Why did you want to come here with me?
I have never gotten to know a Thaumaturge so closely. I'd like to learn as much as possible about your abilities.
I need to look around this place a little more.
I won't stop you.
Nice. 不还有没有线索？应该是没有了，找完了。
This house was always full of fear, and its owner
啊，给人刺伤了。
alive when the house got fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
哼哼。还是看到谁要杀村长啊？还是
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
一堆逃兵啊这边的。
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
我要中啊！这种人其实傲慢 OK 的吧？这种鬼东西 ，what the fuck！
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
我可以再打回你们几个。
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
啊，
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Not anymore, I'm not.
升级应该是没哎有哦，每个技能都可以升级。这点看可以升级啊 ！What the fuck？ 持续伤害，快速攻击，强力攻击升不到，误导。这个 ，OK， 预谋攻击，持续伤害的这个的话，双倍伤害。这个放松是这样。哎，对了，这个。 嗯，放松。这样子，命运。喂 ，what the fuck？ 加进来，孤注一掷。诶，不可以哦。它不可以放2个，这样它那边有3个是怎样？ 把命运放这个了，放松，预谋攻击，快速攻击。Let's go。这个拿刀的应该比较痛。我就搞你先。 一贴， 也有拿刀啊！我的 hell！ 我很定小的。nice 这个不错玩了。
You're right, sir.
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're right, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Nice. 找那个女的。
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead.
所以两个。
Lucas says Haley loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her?
爱到愿意为她杀人呢。
You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that. I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
威胁人。卢卡，阴沉出野，独来独往。
I know you're scared, but please just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
让他冷静下来，并感到安全。这个是直接操控他，是。
I think I've got something of yours. I found it by your father's burned-out farmhouse. You've imprinted your fear onto it. I know because I'm a Thaumaturge. I want to help.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find your husband?
In the clearing by the forest. He's chopping wood with the others.
Thank you.
Get that thing out of here.
.1这个是之后就要审完美主义。我的 controller 有点烂了。Again.
This time it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
Bogoji.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
We say.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
What?
Cut
off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Oh.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could.
Ooh. What the fuck?
Get out of here!
Here you are, Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
難度等級均衡啊 ！What the fuck？ 用打字，暗影守卫，击败暗影守卫削弱异界种，但也会使其发动更猛烈的反扑，会显示异界什么时候会召唤更多敌人。哇！ 这个强念，let's see， try 看呀，好像没有伤害这样。苦难状态，状态效果可能对你有利，也有可能带来导致致命的负担。仔细阅读状态效果描述，小心不要被打个措手不及。那你看呢？苦难维克多，苦难。那你看我的状态值。切！ 很多血嘞。喂，我死了！好看吗？他那个状态我 fucking 看不到，想看呢。这个对我没有用哎，这个。这个是流血状态哦 ，OK， 这样子。有点打女，而且，Let's go。造成伤，实力恢复4点生命值。记你几，就记你几 ，what the fuck？ 记你已损失的一半生命值。哎 ，fuck， 按错。没有扣到，哎有。没死。
Going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true.
Oh, you.
I am the truth, you see. Look.
你打败了形之维度的异界种，行啊，但你无法自己驯服它。哦，尚未驯服的异界种不会听从你的命令，同时会阻止你继续精进，并削弱你的感知。幸运的是，拉斯普已经安抚了他的怒火，你实现了不可能达成的目标。
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch!
Oh shit.
To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you, why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine, I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
防止卢卡做出草率的决定。感觉会影响结局耶。
Think, Luca. Your feelings for Vesna are still true, I know that. Hear out her reasons before you do anything.
Okay.
You two better not come back to the village.
As if we wanted to.
好像我们都想试的。1点，来，精进这个完美效率，好运降临，有60% 几率的减速敌人行动。哪里？
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. Things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail.
来信啊，这样快？
My condolences about your father.
哈？
Do you still want to send something?
The fuck， 你突然的，怎么去掉啊？喂！
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect.
确实。
And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
必须去华沙。
I have to bury my father in Warsaw. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open?
人类头骨在鹅卵石上壮烈的样子。
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself.
What?
With his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk.
皇帝的头骨。
I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
按错。现在还开始，呵呵 ，Not bad 啊，这个 game。那 loading 画面这样卡 ，what the fuck？ 怎么的？
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw!
Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
这种情况下没有。给他读报纸上对华沙的报道。
The only person I consider close is my sister, but Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all 3 partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've gotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
讲你的发现。
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
Ish!
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warsaw.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
美人鱼之城的儿子 ，what？
When people unite, empires fall.
竟然敢收那么多钱，恨不得把你榨干。What was that？ 华沙市警察局局长特此通知广大市民，于皇帝陛下到访。啊！他们发起对奇幻士的抵制，要求皇帝陛下正式谴责奇幻士 Why， 并将其视作诈骗犯和人类的威胁。What the fuck？ 逮捕了15名扰乱交通的抗议人士，他们要求对奇幻树处以极刑。他妈的！自华沙警察局局长警惕舍斯团伙头目阿保里次几干这样多次，尼吉次，尼吉次近期有目击，称其在柳木街一带出没。犯人有盗窃罪、杀人罪。在市中心区尤其活跃。黑眼圈较重，情绪易怒。我被讲成寄生虫，我的 hell！ 8月28日宣布。最高政令内容如下：免除华沙总督兼华沙军区指挥官马克西莫维奇准将的，保留准将头衔。 革命传单，11小时工作制让我们痛苦不堪。What the fuck， 11个小时。菜单，摩卡黑咖啡。元帅大街背包。本次事故原因似乎认清楚，到底是楼房建筑缺陷，还是故意袭击？住着10户家庭啊，剩余3个家庭沉浸于丧亲的悲痛情绪之中。Oh shit！
Why such a crowd?
A circus has come to town.
马戏团。
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. If I...
暂停一下。
Violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
刽子手。
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here.
这里不是本地人。
That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
行刑前和行刑后。
The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
Oh my god.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
Yes, I feel Polish.
I feel.
My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
结束你妈！
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestovать.
Oh shit！ 暴政。
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Polyaki.
The fuck, Poland
We
now?
won that rebel. The Loudmouth.
Damn.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
绅士一点，不要傲慢。
I didn't dare suggest it myself.
求之不得。
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
请问他有什么提议？
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
Another
I'm
time.
going to take a look around.
哦，在脚下，我的 hell！ 确认的痕迹，汪达。
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
帮他一起打架。
Do you realize blood is about to be spilled? And that it might be mine? Fuck off!
Fuck off! 哇，行动力太低 ，shit！ 把有2哦。这个。 没东西啊。
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
Zero
We'll
response.
give them a moment to arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
光头领袖就是被抓的完美人选。
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Polyak, or we'll start shooting. Понятно?
他妈的，那个下士讲话很嚣张。 直接逮捕，直接逮捕。
Достаточно. Should we go in and capture the worker who's mouthing off and let Deres go?
Да, сержант. We can use anyone as an example.
Шагом марш!
Goodbye.
You're welcome.
I wanted to thank you at our next meeting. We could use someone like you.
We? Meaning the people you were carrying ammunition for and who got you Dutch pomade for your hair.
荷兰论法油。
You haven't just got pretty eyes, you know how to use them. Maybe you'll find time one day for some jam donuts at Burke Rotblitz's.
提出在伯克罗特布里治咖啡店碰面。我很好奇耶，这个东西可不可以放出来呀？干，保险一点啊！给变掉血了。没有线索之类，还是报纸这样的东西，蛮大一些。我这边，What is this？ 应该是没东西。
Excuse me, what's going on here?
They're burying Satan in sacred ground.
Some of those assembled believe it to be sacrilege. Konstantia Shabowska, the Warsaw Courier. What is your opinion, considering the book at your side?
He's a tempermancer. Don't let him through.
先说我的看法，强行通过。这种人真的是啊。
I'm asking you kindly to get out of my way before things get nasty.
Get that heretic with fire and sword.
get some， 持续伤害有啊。如果敌人在受苦难状态影响。 该技能额外减少1点集中值，思想盗贼。这个60% 几率造成双倍伤害。他。 这个好运降临是60%，放松。这样子，就应该弄这个误导降低集中值，50% 几率打断敌人已安排的行动，减慢敌人的行动60% 几率。 终止这个放，然后好运降临，应该这样子 OK。Let's see, let's see， 选择你自己或异界种。哦，是哦， 可以用第二只啊。现在是第一只 ，L3 切换。OK。L3 采取行动。这个对敌人施加苦难状态，如果敌人的生命值降至到一半以下，该技能会每一个新受到苦难影响的敌人，此技能造成的伤害提高8点，血色昏迷。造成伤害，敌人的生命值越低，该技能的速度越快。斯雷姆打击，这是什么？每盒哦，就是流血状态。这样子 ，the fuck， 感觉这个不好用这样的喂。换一下，这个用法比较顺一点。这。啊！What the hell？ 有时敌人会拥有特质，失去免疫力的攻击。特质与不同维度息息相关。要破除敌人的特质效果，需要使用与该特质相同维度的异界种。 做高啊，做高啊！一直降它，一直降它速度。 go. You are done. Woohoo!
That was so enchanting. Spectacular. You with a scowl and a puffed out chest, and them dropping like flies in the blink of an eye? Collapsing on their own, becoming delirious? Extraordinary. Can we meet for an interview?
Thank you, but I'm already late.
旧区公告：纪念玫瑰圣母的祈祷仪式，上午9点。享年65岁。shit。穆安西玛雅维斯诺斯卡。 波兰舞台艺术家，纪念爱女母涕流。啊，哪里？生于1861年12月23日，逝于1890年。Oh my god！
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat. Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
要看你父亲没有心 ，shit。所以不知道父亲的死因，询问他为什么对这件事有兴趣。
Why are you so interested in my father's cause of death?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
I knew you'd turn up.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Stasha loved you in his own way. You look well. Ligia said you found some quack healer.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Recognize me, do you? But do you remember who taught you how to shoot starlings?
Uncle Voronian, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I probably wouldn't recognize myself anymore. Go look in on your sister. She's worried. We'll talk at home.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly.
Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like.
Nani?
It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home.
Papa?
And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to
不讲 father 讲 papa. What the fuck?
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another.
15 years
ago.
大声读出讣告。
After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better. Definitely closer to the truth.
政治的道别。
The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 saluters. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother, because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia, because she wasn't born a boy. Me, because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
Who the hell are you?
What do you want?
Well, what do people come to funerals for? I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
他谁来的 ？What the fuck？ 他妈一脸坏相这样的喂。
I haven't had time to think about it.
I understand. I hope you'll find some reason to stay here a little longer. Again, my condolences.
有一点问题啊，这个人。
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kaniechkin. Ivan Kaniechkin.
Kaniechkin.
Goodbye.
What the fuck?
Such interesting friends you have.
喂，他腾空啊喂！我听到那个水声音，拉普
I guess I'm more tired than I
拉斯
thought.
普京。母亲纳迪亚的哥哥，舅舅啊，大舅，脾气又好，从小看着我长大。问他儿子皮夹，他这个画得很美，把那个里面的模式，那个模型有点 ，what the fuck？ 中国这个画得有点像那个谁？ GTA 那个谁？哦，他有更多的那个异界种啊 ！What the hell？ controller 我换了够力哦。
We can go. The hardest thing was getting rid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Arrows post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors?
你他妈的，你跟我撒娇
Constantia Shabowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
把这个八婆赶走。这个记者很烦呢。来对看一下，葬礼上的爱情死后，爱神降临，正在扶丧年轻女士和一名单身男子交往甚密，这样合适吗？简单发表一下看法。你他妈的！
I suggest you leave. Otherwise, I'll overlook your womanhood and make sure you can never pronounce a single syllable correctly again.
You'd permit that to happen, Judge? Maybe I should write about this.
And who would let you print it?
Someday the press will get the Russian boot off its neck, Judge.
I'm afraid none of us will live to see the day, my dear. Come on, children. I'm sure my Petya is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
去看一下咯。啊，就这么小的鱼？这个鱼会小吗？
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
OK。格拉日娜，女佣。 我们小时候，他会给我们缝补穿破的衣服，包扎受伤的手肘。他对我们来说，比亲生母亲还要亲。Nice。他到底怎么死的？
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Petya! Forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
他妈的，你还攻杀小？我听到了啊。5块钱搞定晚餐，365食谱大全，哈。
I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
Ah? 配方哦。The fuck 这是他母亲。嗯？
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Ah.
You'll have to wait a moment yet, Uncle.
还要再探索一东西。那有什么可以探索？哦。
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
You'll have to wait a moment yet, Uncle.
How
did it go? Mission accomplished?
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasia's study after every funeral we went to, and raise a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasia and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone? Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasia and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both.
Rest in peace.
Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, Uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen. Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter, Lygia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction.
What?
And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter, Lygia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement. Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
前任配偶。
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulski, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death. Yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared? Did Father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then...
we rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion.
But why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him, myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person, to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined the Nijitas, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
And Mordechai Chayat, could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at our, well, my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
Let's go。全家福，那一年是1884年。那是父亲的异界种比利时，这个家整整齐齐整整。父亲的探索，最近对这事的探索占据了父亲的思绪，他已经达到了近乎痴迷的状态。与我记忆中那个他相比，现在的他展现出了超乎寻常的探索欲。他是在找某种东西，追踪异界种，探索一切与奇幻术相关的隐秘。我唯一无法确定的是，这些探索将他指向了何处。 母亲的信息：亲爱的孩子，标点。得知斯坦尼斯瓦夫的死讯，我异常悲痛，标点。但很遗憾，我无法前往参加葬礼仪式，标点。眼下我在巴黎尚有公务处理，无法前往华沙，标点。我会与你们一同哀悼，标点。妈妈。烧焦的信，我对你的爱在燃烧，它让我茶饭不思。What the fuck？ 它让我夜不能寐，它让我活不下去。莉吉亚，我恳求你结束我的痛苦吧，答应做我的。The fuck！ 莉吉亚遇到变态哦，够力！我姐姐遇到变态啊！万魔殿。
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
你懂这个假电话
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Victor. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw.
好，来转移话题。
If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes, 7 Povaskowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery.
发咁嚟的，不要 spam 啊喂。
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
第一次用電話，我就 fuck。
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
Hot cocoa 有一杯金剛盟的 ，what the fuck？ 熱可可係個金剛盟啊喂。
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies. It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it. But she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking.
The fuck 還是抽煙
like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death, sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
That won't take long. So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Shulsky. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with Thaumaturge?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always
不可能
snatch a
单纯是个
moment
意
for
外
a
的，
chit-chat
肯定
with
有
you.
一个仆街在那边搞事情。嗯？
Have you found anything yet about the
我
grimoire?
真的在抽烟。
Is there any way I can help?
发现的女人的痕迹。
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? Well, for now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all, it's your heritage too.
I don't know anything about running a company, but if I can help in any way, you can count on me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
并不要吸烟的是。
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dunked my best tie in hot.
你把最后领带抛一个
She was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl. You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his
今天儿子这么叛
Thaumaturge
逆。
son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
OK，那个变态到底是谁
Father's
啊？
study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
啊？
Who is she? And what did Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the crème de la crème of Warsaw.
What's a soiree?
How long did you say you lived with Mother in Paris? Just a party, if you like. Do you know what that is?
Very funny.
we could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation? And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
该跳舞啊，反正啊。
Liga?
Yes?
I'll get going.
所以他那个房间那个有一个变态的性爱是谁的？干3点技能。肾上腺素对自己死家造成的伤害提高50%，暴露受到的伤害提高80%。维度力行持技能，这个什么血色回春，没有一个受苦难影响的敌人，里边恢复4命损。哦，这个 nice。I need this。哦，刚刚好玩了 ，My God。那时候我用那个什么呀？血色回春。去理发店。我要去理发店哦。我这边只一抽15分钟内。采访工作室。理发店那里 ，what the fuck？ 錄住啊！
Let's wait. So, did you miss the city? Me neither. Let's wait until... So, let's kill some time.
Hey, 按错。
It smells so nice in here. Is that vanilla?
Vanilla, raisins, butter, sugar, and some more butter. You're in heaven.
The fuck, going?
Can I help you?
Mrs. Jagoda, it's me, Victor.
I can't believe my eyes. Little Victor? Oh my, how you've grown and how handsome you've become. Where is that little cherub who would stand in front of the display?
讲话口音。
Wearing God pastries.
Nice 啊，不太吃甜点。
That gluten is still here. I can't forget your cream pie with cherries. I've been dreaming about it for 15 years.
You see, my lovely, the trick is quite simple. It's just a little butter. About 3 packs of...
Excuse me? I'm waiting for my order here.
Oh shit.
No reason to be angry, darling. Just wait a moment. My daughter is taking the fruitcake out of the oven now. It will be hot.
还有女儿。
With raisins and orange peel? I'll wait then.
Are you sure you're not a Thaumaturge?
Let that be my sweet secret.
That is all, thank you. Goodbye.
Don't you want to take
Oh
anything
my.
sweet home with you? Well, as you wish.
Good day, Mrs. Jagoda.
Have you worked up an appetite for a cookie?
I was just passing by and thought I'd pop in.
You could also buy something sometime instead of just looking.
你真的不买 ？What the fuck？ 然后那个理发店那里哦。这边锁住了。这边是锁住了 ，what the fuck？ 有新任务啊！我一次性吃掉5个冰淇淋球。 脏咖啡杯。
Excuse me. Damn it. I forgot to turn the key. Sorry, what?
You tell me. What is it?
I won't bother you.
All right.
人台上还残留着一丝专注的痕迹，只可惜被顾客的到访无情撕碎，所有不完美的创意都被回绝，只有没完没了的修改再修改。哎 ，CB 有没有看到那个？
Well, let's get this over with.
啊，还有一个。
I won't bother you.
All right.
在哪儿？在哪儿？ 哦，下雨啊！他们还活着，这个是支线任务。少一个线索哎，那你找。
Well, let's get this over with.
I couldn't help noticing you're struggling for inspiration.
You've got a keen eye. The book makes it easier? I have to guess what everyone has in their mind.
Is there any way I can help?
I want to know what people look for in fashion these days. Back in the day, all you needed was 2 pant legs and a space for your Johnson. I don't know what else there is to it. If you tell me that, I'll be grateful. I'll sue you anything you want in return.
Let me sharpen my senses. I need some evening wear, quick.
Good proportions.
Thank you.
Alterations won't take long. Your name and address, sir?
Viktor Shulsky, 9 Green Square.
I'll send a messenger when I'm done. And Mr. Shulsky, if you'll allow me a moment of candor, as it often seems no one dares to address you with it.
Sorry, what?
Go and find yourself a barber in Pavonsky. You look like a troglodyte. Now, I'd like to go to my business.
I won't bother you.
All right.
现实任务诶喂。你 fucking 一直带我去马车那边做。喂，全部锁定啊！我操，我们。你 fucking 我要找 fucking 理发店，然后你他妈的这么惨，这种地方咩？
Come in.
Please set my hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
哦，经典乱发。哼哼。这个吧。
I'm sorry. I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
还有前面。现实任务诶。 你给我看一下吧。
Boss, we need to start over. The whole base layer. What's our stomping car out here for? You're making my people angry. Can't you see the work is in full swing here?
I'm just passing by. Do you have a problem with that?
I have a problem with people like you not giving a shit about people like me who work for people like you. And when in fear, then it's workers and the world unite. Why don't you start a fucking revolution?
Get lost! We want to earn our daily bread.
激怒他。
If you can't afford bread, why don't you eat cake?
Just you wait. We could use some exercise after all that carrying.
Are you sure, boss?
Tis the final.
，bug 了，bug 了，旁边的。 换一下，换成上面那个。放有2个手指虎。
这。 弄错，干按错，按太快。
盯我这个人。哼。哪里可以找灵感？灵感。我的控制热要拉鸟。
Mr. Shulsky, come in. What's new?
Shit.
I won't bother you. All right.
哪里还有线索呀？
Get a steak for when your life is at stake. Make any vampire quickly retire. An aspen steak for you, sir? Premium wood, carved at midnight on the solstice. They're cheap.
谈论吸血鬼。
Vampires? I don't think so.
后面的东西突然就被震掉了。
What do you mean? The dead rising at the cemetery? They must be vampires.
Vampires are salutors attracted by blood and sizzling passion. There's nothing interesting for them among the dead.
It's what people believe that matters.
The steaks are exquisite, I must admit. What else do you sell?
Holy icons, miraculous Marys, salt.
Table salt?
Consecrated, but the steaks, I tell you, sir. Ever since they buried the magician, they've been selling like hotcakes. Anyone with some sense buys them.
Do you believe in all of this?
I believe in money. And if people are willing to buy a stick out of fear,
what the fuck?
Then who am I to hurt
真实。
This buried magician, is it Shulsky?
I think so. It makes no difference to me what his name was.
For him, steaks are not enough. We need to call the Pope.
Don't tell anyone or I'll lose my livelihood.
Goodbye. I hope the vampires don't take revenge on you.
They have no interest in me. I'm anemic.
我贫血。
Please, tell your friends. On Wednesdays, I sell 4 steaks for the price of 2.
有线索啊喂，这边有一个。 個 fucking 時候就裁縫靈感係會。有路咩？真小啊，都。这全部哦，诶，找到了啊！真快。
Hello.
Indeed, fanciable.
Oh.
Up close, I would even say a solid 8, wouldn't you?
I don't know. We'll see when he turns around.
转过身去。
8 it is.
Will you show us something more?
May I ask what you ladies are doing?
What everyone does. We're evaluating.
A solid 8?
You know, on a scale from 1 to 10, you look quite spiffy, sir.
Why are you schmoozing with some sucker who's already suited and booted for his own funeral?
Sabi.
And you, lousy fop, got an itch in looking for some philandering at the Marble Orchard, are you?
Oh, 鸡女来的。
6, 5.
0. There's nothing here for you. Mr. 8 got some you-know-what, so he caught our eye. And vice versa, I can tell.
Get ready for some shellacking, lads. We got a dandy looking for some extra
屌，
ventilation.
他讲你怎么你要打高我？
As luck would have it, not too far from the orchard either.
Sir, you have the unique opportunity of becoming a 10.
喂，拿枪！我操，2个人拿枪。这个要升下来。这个2点。哎，2个人、3个人都拿枪啊！下一波回血。后面那个比较痛。 吔屎啊你！还没有找完呢嘞喂，那个线索到底是在哪里啊？ 操！所以我找到什么东西了？
Am I a magician or what? Death did not catch my father by surprise. It seems as if he had been expecting it, just not at that moment. He was practically annoyed about it. There was something he had wanted to finish. And this building, it couldn't have just fallen down like that, right as he was going by.
Hey, Suski!
What?
What the fuck?
Tie him up. There you go. Tighter.
We took his book.
Well done. All right, let's wake the asshole up. Wakey, wakey.
What's...
Well, come on, Sleeping Beauty. I haven't got all day. Now, let me get a good look at you. You look rough, fancy boy. This isn't what I was expecting.
Well, what did you expect?
That after years of hanging out in Parisian salons, you'd come back handsome and spruced up.
How do you know about Paris?
Nothing stays secret from a Nyejits, right?
Shit. Just read out my birth certificate, why don't you?
Abaorice Nyejits.
Long time no see, Shurski.
What kind of a sick idea is this? Kidnapping me?
It's a joke! You don't find it
Joke?
funny?
No.
What does it feel like to have your life depend on me?
Not the best. Listen, I understand you hold some resentment within yourself over what happened, but I can't change the past.
Well, yes. But shit! You told me to wait for help and instead the boys in blue showed up and you washed your hands of it and left my pop to rot in prison. At least admit that you acted like a dick.
I admit that it was a shitty move on my father's part.
Your father? Well, look at this weasel. Straight to whitewashing the past. Like father, like son, eh?
Yes, I have the same family name and I'm also a Thaumaturge. But that is where the similarities end. I don't think even you despised him as much as I did. His own son.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Now, years later, maybe things have changed, but once... There'd be no reason to talk if you hadn't pinched Papa's gut back then. Victor, it kills me that we pulled the trigger together. Together. What the fuck?
Boss, it's the Cossacks again.
Come here, coward. Looks like you've got a chance for redemption. Let's show these dickheads you don't mess with the shivs.
I'll take a look around.
You guys again. You shitheads better have a good excuse, because I was right in the middle of an incredibly important meeting.
It was fate that decided. We flipped a coin, and it turns out that today we're practicing our boxing on you. Some
feathers? I know you. You're... I can't remember now.
Fucked up, but today you'll regret it. Today I've got the Demon Master on my side. Show these cretins, Victor.
Oui. 哎，那个是 Healer 啊 ，Healer 必须死。Nice.
You never let me down. This is the best way to start an evening, at Niedzic's bar.
If we're to have fun, let's do it right. A round for everyone. Old friendships never die, right? Here, Polish, pure, the mother of all libations. Enjoy it! Who knows what piss you've been drinking abroad?
So, are we quits? I helped you out. Now, can we forget all that ancient history?
Don't be so sly, Victor. We're not squared up, yet. That burns nicely.
My knuckles are itching. Let's go somewhere and pick a fight.
Good riddance. Well, what do you say, Victor?
It seems to me there's work for me to do at your bar.
No shit. I'll give you a hand.
Not like that. Thaumaturgical work. It seems to me There's a salutor here.
What the fuck? Who brought a demon?
What the fuck?
I'll give him... Although, hang on now. A demon is a good publicity. Hey everybody! From this day forth, the London bar will be known as the Demon's Den. Go and tell everybody that here is the only place you can do shots in the devil's company.
Listen, you keep on thinking about how you can develop your business, and I'm going to take a look around and come right back.
Go! I'm going to wet my whistle and see how you do your hocus pocus. If you need something, I'm here, and I'll give you a hand.
所以到底是我以前什么私刑？哦，好 brother 哎。
That wasn't too hard.
熟悉的痕迹，鲁莽的男人。
Vodka, revelry, extreme opinions, violence. That giant bird must enjoy it, and I'm sure it also stirs up the chaos.
Victor, time for penalty drinks.
Feathers, a beak, those eyes. Who are you? I can't focus.
Don't make me come over there!
Do I know someone with mood swings, a tendency for...
情绪波动，爱吹牛逼和小喝酒，差不就是他？
Have you nosed around my humble little hole in the wall? What's the word?
Well, well. How did you get your hands on all this?
I worked my ass off for years. I found myself in shitty positions. Sometimes I had to make people disappear. Pop wouldn't have been proud of me. Maybe it's a good thing he didn't live to see it. But then I'd have to kill you.
What's stopping you? You had me tied up in a chair.
Well, I sure did. Maybe the thought even crossed my mind. But I decided to give you a chance. Witness the kindness within my heart.
果然还是好基友。
Tell me, what else is going on?
傲娇吗？你是？
Tell me something more about these Cossacks.
They roam around different bars picking fights as soon as they get leave from the Citadel. Sometimes we pummel each other and things continue as usual.
Okay.
I've had a look around and something's caught my attention. I think they might have something to do with the Salutor.
Well then, shoot!
Who smashed your window?
How long it's been? 2 days, I think. This one Russian bigwig was really fucking irritating me, so I politely asked him to leave. What else can I help you with? Tell me. I'm at your service.
A bucket of dirty water and a blood-soaked rag. Whose blood is this?
As if I remember everybody who's bled on the floor here. Every day we've got to clean up after somebody. Is that everything, or have you found anything else?
Did anybody die from this bullet that got stuck in the post?
Bullets fly every which way here. That's the atmosphere. Was someone killed? Probably, but that's not very unusual. Look how helpful I am. Keep going.
You like to go wild here, huh? Are you often the one who gets the whole crazy ball rolling?
You know I used to have a puppy. This little fluff ball was hanging out under the bar. I have a heart, Victor. I have a big heart. Not like those morons over there. To Cossacks, a game without a corpse is no game at all. For me, knocking out teeth, breaking hands, I'll take it. A stiff spoils the mood a bit. That's my opinion.
What happened to the puppy?
He was called Romeo. He fell in love. One day he packed his bag and ran off with that bitch. I'm sure he started a family. He's raising his puppies and reminiscing. Yeah. My brave little guy. Well, what were we talking about?
You get a lot of stiffs here then?
Where my corpse here lieth down. Something, look
这里躺着我的尸体啊！
What do you call a lot? 3 a month on average, I'd say. Danis, that Cossack with a dick where his head should be, pulled out his revolver one day and wanted to play Russian roulette. Only with his revolver. But fuck it, I'm not handing my head over so easily to a butcher like that. Well then I'll ask you, is he an idiot or what?
I have to gather my thoughts.
Go ahead. I have to gather myself a little too. Lelek. What the hell did you say, Victor? You're out of your goddamn mind.
The Salutor's name's Lelek. Well, yes, the beak, the feathers, the trill. He loves the smell of death and he enjoys risk and foolishness, which he also fuels.
So let's go get Lelek.
Yeah, come on. Where about it is, Lelek could be as well. Maybe his floor is speaking for him.
Whoever's with us is with us, and whoever's against us, fuck 'em.
逆我者都给野死。
I'll show you places even the philosophers never dreamed of. Maybe your demon will be drinking vodka somewhere there too. Take a deep breath. That's the smell of Warsaw nightlife. Smell it, Victor. Relish it.
A bouquet of sweat, shit, and puke. And piss, thanks.
But it's Warsaw's piss and puke interwoven with the aroma of... Come on, you'll see the truth.
修单机嘞。
And maybe you'll even find what you're looking for here. Welcome to my world.
Meaning what? That they've got a guy tied up in the back here too, and they're about to threaten to drown him in the Vistula?
I see the positive mood of the neighborhood has infected you. Wonderful. But you guessed wrong, friend. Here, well, magic happens here. Thought is transformed into word, to penetrate the material and infuse the universe with tenderness. All right, let's drink, shall we?
同意。
A double barrel each, please.
People come here to tickle their palates with exquisite libations. Let's do a milk of 83.
You're not messing around.
After years of begging and eating scraps off aristocratic tables, I'm not messing around.
You come here to get some fresh air away from the underworld?
I come here so I don't forget who I am. A poet.
So what's actually been going on with you over the last 15 years?
My father ended up behind bars, and as for me, the streets took me in, taught me life. I roamed around, got odd jobs, and when I was hard up, I went begging. I've got a tough skin on me, Victor, but the embers of poetry still smolder in my heart. Well, in time, I gained a new family, my shivs.
We were supposed to go to high school together, maybe to university after that. Everything would have gone differently if only.
We did the world a favor by fucking over that loan shark. One way or the other, Pop's debts would have landed me on the streets. If I hadn't told you about it, you wouldn't have hit on your brilliant idea. I'll sort him out with my senator, you kept saying. You were too unskilled at that magic business of yours, eh?
A gun is reliable and evocative. I thought a Thaumaturge kid wouldn't make as big an impression as a kid with a pistol.
And all in all, you were right. It's just a shame we used the gun.
I trusted my father to help us, but he only told me not to interfere. He swore he'd sort it out.
All right, there's no need to waste your damn breath. He's gone, and we're here.
You've always had a silver tongue.
Don't I know it? Add to that a despicable past, and you've got all the ingredients for a poet.
Now why are we sitting here instead of at your bar?
My lads, bless them, set me up a poetry reading once, but they're simple folk. They don't understand this poesy. They laughed when they should have cried. Cried when their hearts should have flooded with anger. I don't hold it against them. My bar trades on its reputation as a dive. That's how you make the most money.
What is your plan? Would you rather the name Niedzits make people talk about the king of the underworld, or a great poet?
The poetic king of the underworld. Anyway, they already say that. The shivs think of me as a bard, and the competition says so too. And since I've got them all by short hairs, they respect me, even though they can't string two proper sentences together. I've got a gift, Victor. I can't complain about a lack of talent.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Lelek is attached to you.
A demon following me around? Bullshit.
There are a lot of indications. Your personality, the things you do, and stuff like that.
I'd rather not have anyone sharing my head with me. Can you do something about it?
I see it like this. You've always had some seed of madness inside you, but I don't think you've ever been so fucked up.
Beg pardon?
I found your poem. Did you write it in your own blood or that of one of your victims?
Victims? The hell are you talking about? Of course it was mine. I slice my veins open for art. That's how committed I am.
More like desperate. No true poet needs to resort to gimmicks. He just needs ink, and the world will hear him.
Shit. One more word, and I'll forget about our friendship.
There's nothing to forget. Our friendship is just a figment of your sick imagination.
Stab me in the heart. It'll hurt less.
I know now that you're not the one Lelig is following.
You see? Even the devil can't touch me. He's come knocking a few times, but we've never managed to strike a deal.
And you'd surely be the perfect candidate for him, but only seemingly. So what? Should we continue our search?
Oh, Victor, lad, how that "we" tickles me. Come on, of course we're continuing. We have to find that little brat of yours.
What? You give up, you piece of shit?
Do you see what I see?
I see two morons wrestling with a lamp.
两个傻逼跟灯柱子打架。
How you fellas doing? Who's winning?
It's a colossus, looking down its nose. Arrogant piece of... I swear it called us sons of bitches.
狗杂种。
That would piss anyone off.
All in all, look at it this way, Aboritsu. It is a little stuck up.
Well, that's true. If you look close enough at it, it could be enough to piss you off.
That's what I said.
You sure showed that lamppost what brave squatties you are. It's leaning now, so you taught it a lesson.
Do my eyes deceive me, or are you vandalizing? Papers, please.
I think you must have a screw loose, gents. Different rules apply in the bar district.
No need to show your ID, Ninjitsu. We've already got a cell waiting for you.
Well, I don't think so. Go ahead, Victor.
每次都这样躲啊，他们 what the fuck？ 那个拿枪打到他身，这个是什么？这哦。
Well, you sure gave that the Cossack treatment.
And what? You guys were so worn out from fighting a lamppost that you didn't help?
It was fun to watch. Nijic and the magician in action, it's a fine sight.
Time to keep an eye out for Danis. He was injured in the fight with the Colossus and got lost. I think.
Maybe the Ataman ended up at the Lockstock.
Where?
The Lock, Stock, and Barrel. This Ruski bar up the stairs here. Competition.
The night's still young. There's excitement ahead.
Let's follow them. Since I haven't yet found Lelik, that could be just where he is.
一点什么了？这边就在这边修好了，收皮。幸存档。OK。